May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be free from harm. May all beings love life. May all beings awaken. Welcome to another Cuke Audio podcast. I'm DC Puba of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives. I pray that you and yours are safe and comfortable, free from economic hardship, and able to get out and do whatever it is you want within the limitations of the universal precept of do as little harm as possible. So we've got a guest today, Mayumi Oda. She's an artist, anti-nuclear activist, a Buddhist practitioner, an old friend. I'm going to start off by going to her website, mayumioda.net, mayumioda.net. It's got one of these moving things on top. Recent work, Kakejiku scrolls, mounted by Master, changed too quick, Jiklis. High-quality fine prints. Happy Veggies, 30th anniversary re-release. Goddess Greetings. This is the shop. Almost gone. Shop Rare Prints. Saraswati's Gift. The autobiography of Mayumi Oda. November 2020. Saraswati's Gift. I gotta see that. Saraswati is big here in Bali. Saraswati is the Hindu goddess of education and more. All right, so let's take a look at About Mayumi on it. Look at the quote here. The Matisse of Japan. Actually, the Matisse of America now. She lives in Hawaii. All right, so let's see what it says here. Her storied life as an artist began as a small child as Mayumi's mother sought to bring a joyful creativity early in her daughter's world. That nurturing installed a desire to make her mother happy, and so becoming an artist was born of mutual love and an innate knowing rather than a conscious decision. Drawing for 12 hours each day for 3 years in school formed a discipline while honing Mayumi's eyes, hands, and mind to draw anything that she wanted. As a Zen Buddhist, Mayumi's father also imbued the importance of concentration and being present, things she embraced even more as an adult practicing Zen meditation. This was the preparation for a prolific and evolving artistic journey for the next 4 decades. Yeah, I don't think she wrote this because she doesn't say her father was Zen Buddhist. Says said her family was Nichiren. Like Nichiren Shoshu, it sounded like. Intensely spiritual, sensitive, and yet exceptionally strong-willed for a Japanese woman, Mayumi is always painted authentically from the heart, never for commercial appeal. As a young woman and emerging artist, Mayumi was highly inspired by female beauty. Painting goddesses contributed to an inward self-awareness while presenting an outward positive expression of feminism. At different periods as a woman, wife, and mother, painting served as an escape, awakening, or expression when life presented challenges and opportunities. As her art received greater attention, Travel and exposure to more people and influences ensued well into the 1980s, leading to diverse subject styles and collections comprising several hundred paintings. She would come to be known as the Matisse of Japan. From 1969 to the present, Mayumi has presented more than 50 solo shows internationally and has numerous private and permanent collections at the Museum of Modern Art in New York, the Museum of Fine Arts, Boston, the U.S. Library of Congress, and more. By the age of 50, Mayumi has reached unparalleled artistic success for a Japanese woman of her time. That was written 31 years ago. Ha ha ha. So then it goes on. Look, I'm not going to read more. It says social activist. You can read about that. Here's one. In 1992, Mayumi co-founded Inochi.us, Life Force, under which she established the plutonium-free future, chartered to educate Japan's nuclear policymakers. She did that with Kaz Tanahashi, and I had a little involvement with that. I was doing other anti-nuclear stuff, but she's still doing it. By 2000, Mayumi's lifelong concern for Earth and her view of it as a source of healing and nourishment moved her to begin cultivating a 5-acre parcel on the Big Island of Hawaii. Since then, Ginger Hill Farm has served as her home, a retreat, a place for educating others about organic and sustainable farming, and where she shares that which makes Hawaii a wonderful place to live. And then there's a video, Goddesses, Expressions of Female Beauty. And looking at her, it's fairly recent. Watch on YouTube. There's another video. There's more. You just keep going. More videos. Oh, yeah, one other thing I want to do here. I want to look at books. Books available for purchase. Saraswati's Gift. Merciful Sea, 45 Years of Seragraphs, Mayumi Oda. Random Kindness and Senseless Acts of Beauty, and Herbert, Margaret Paloma Pavel, and Mayumi Oda. I'm sure Mayumi just did the art, but I don't know. Divine Gardens, Mayumi Oda and the San Francisco Zen Center. Maybe it's just pictures from Green Gulch Farm, and maybe the gardens at Tassajara. Maybe the roof garden at the Page Street in San Francisco. I don't know. Happy Veggies. They have that one on there. All right, now, if you go to Amazon.com, let's see what we can find there. It's funny, when I do Mayumi Oda, stuff from her and stuff from others comes up. I won't read anything we've already read. See a couple there. All right, here we are. I Opened the Gate, Laughing, An Inner Journey, Mayumi Oda. Goddesses, Mayumi Oda. $139.82. It's beautiful. So she said Arnie Collar's going to bring that back out. But you're going to hear that in the podcast. The Faces of Guan Yin by Dennis Maloney and Mayumi Oda. The Turquoise Bee, The Love Songs of the Sixth Dalai Lama by Rick Fields, Brian Cotillo et al. There again, I think she did the cover. Maybe some other stuff inside. Or if it was just the cover, I don't think it would come up. Everyday Greens, Home Cooking from Greens, the Celebrated Vegetarian Restaurant by Annie Somerville and Mayumi Oda. Embrace the Sacred, A Woman's Journey of Discovery by Mayumi Oda. Facing Hawaii's Future, Harvesting Essential Information about GMOs. Goddesses, Embrace the Goddess Within 2002 calendar. Safe Energy Handbook, Mayumi Oda, Jan Thomas, et al. Okay, so go to mayumioda.net and you can continue that. Now look, after our pause to meditate, we'll give Mayumi a call. So when you hear the bell, hit pause if you're of such a mind and meditate or whatever for as long as you like. When you're ready to come back, hit unpause, and we'll be there to hit the bell to end the meditation or whatever and get on with our talk with Mayumi Oda.
Hey,
Hi, Mayumi.
David,
How are you?
you having a good time in Bali?
Yeah. It's a good place to be. Maybe like you in Hawaii.
Yeah, we're having a good time here.
Yeah. It's a more simple life than where I was in America.
Yeah.
What about you?
I moved here 20 years ago in, kind of like a corner.
Mm-hmm.
And my son and my daughter-in-law do the gardening. Beautiful gardening. It's amazing food, they grow.
Zach's there.
Zach is there. Zach and his wife.
Wow, say hi. Yeah. Well, the name of your place is
Ginger Hill Farm.
Ginger Hill Farm.
Yeah.
And we found it online, and people can go stay there.
Yeah, there's 3-4 places to stay.
Then it looked nice.
Very nice, yeah.
And which island is it on?
Big Island.
On the Big Island.
Island of Hawaii, yeah.
Yeah. You moved there 20 years ago. You still have a place in Japan?
My place in Japan, I don't have a place in Japan, but in Nara, I have a farm I started with the people, and they're taking care of it.
Oh,
it's
really?
Called Toyoke. It's a beautiful farm.
Nara's very big. Where in Nara
Yeah.
is it near the city?
Nara, yeah, in the city. It's about 15 minutes by taxi.
Oh, yeah. All right. I love Nara. It's a beautiful place.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really great. So they're doing this farm. Yeah.
Well,
very nice.
What type of farming is happening? Is there and in Hawaii?
It's it's kind of like what we grow. In Hawaii, we do grow, Hawaiian one is the taro.
Is what?
Very famous. Taro.
Oh, taro. You grow taro.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And, Paul Disco's son, Ben, has done farming in Hawaii.
That's right.
And do you know Ben, or?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's in other side of Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Hamakua. And I think he grows the tea plant.
That's
possibly.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said there was a problem with retaining water because of the nature of the volcanic
Yeah,
soil.
yeah. It's very, yeah,
Yeah, it's like porous and just goes through.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so what do you do about that?
Yeah, we do with our, we make fences and we use rock and stop it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have a problem like that. No,
Uh-huh. Well, what do you all grow in Nara?
not any food.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Basically, you know,
do you grow?
they even grow rice.
They grow rice there?
Yeah, they have a rice paddy.
Wow. They grow. What's burdock root called? Is it gobi? No,
Gobo.
gobo.
Yeah, yeah.
They grow gobo.
We do grow gobo.
I
I'm
love
sure they do.
gobo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, and eggplant,
We have a tons of eggplant here.
Japanese eggplants. Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Very good.
That's wonderful. And what happens to the produce in Hawaii?
Mostly we have, we eat ourselves. We don't sell it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And well, tell us about taro.
Well, taro is our Hawaii staple food.
Mm-hmm. It's a
And it's really, it has so much calcium, makes you very bony, strong.
Oh, that's good. And
Yeah.
is it a carbohydrate?
Yeah, it is carbohydrate. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it's iron and a lot of good things.
Uh-huh. What about protein? How much protein in taro?
Not in protein. Protein is something else. We
Yeah.
eat pig.
Yeah.
We have a pig.
Yeah.
Zach they used to grow lots of pigs.
Oh,
They stopped doing it. Yeah.
they grow pigs?
Yeah, they used to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. What about what happens to the produce in the farm in Nara?
They have a guest, and I think pretty much they eat it with a guest. DNB, they have DNB, yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's called Toyoke no Mori. You can see it online.
And what's it called?
Toyoke no Mori.
Toyo Ike no
Toyoke no Mori.
no mori. Ike
Yeah.
no mori is like a pond in the forest,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
and Toyo is
Toyouke.
how do you spell? Is that Toyo?
Toyo. Toyo.
Uh-huh.
Uke.
All right.
Toke. Yeah, Toyouke. It means Toyouke is receiving a fecundity. It means.
Oh, receiving the fecundity.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's neat. Oh, it's Toyofuke.
Toyouke. And then they have a BNB, but it's Toyouke no Mori. Mori is a forest.
Yeah.
So you have it online. It's beautifully made.
Oh, all right.
Friend of mine designing it. Wonderful guy.
So how's your art coming?
My art is, I did an anti-nuclear book called Saraswati's Gift.
Say it again. What's it called?
And it has a Saraswati, like a river Saraswati.
Uh-huh.
It's called Saraswati's Gift.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
It took 6 years. I should send it to you. It has a really beautiful, big paintings.
Oh.
Huge.
Well, yeah, please do. But I don't know if, yeah, um, best to send it to America, to my P.O. box in America than to here. No, it's
Okay.
it's too unsure here. Um,
Is
well,
that right?
well, I mean, it can come through, or we could get charged for it, or it could get stuck. Have to go downtown and look for it, or sometimes. I mean, like Diane. My first wife, Diane. She
Yeah, Diane.
she
Yeah.
she sends me Christmas cards every year, and sometimes they arrive 2 weeks later, and sometimes they arrive 2 months later. And some things don't arrive. So it's not like
Oh,
Japan. Getting mail in Japan when I lived there was just like getting it in America. It would come in 3 days. It was amazing.
right. Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
that's right. That's Japan.
yeah, no kidding. Um, well, are you painting now, or
I, at this moment, I'm not painting so much. I do paint,
yeah?
but I'm writing a book called Requiem for G. Remember my
Oh,
son
of course I
Jeremiah died?
remember G. G and I were very
Yeah,
close.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I'm writing a book about G and with his art.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I was so
Yeah,
sad when G died.
that's taking a long time, maybe 3 years.
Hmm. Requiem for G. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a beautiful book. I have a designer and she's working with it. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of G and some of the stuff. we, uh, um, yeah, he was fun. Uh,
It's always fun
yeah.
and a beautiful. Yeah.
Um, well, I where where were you born? I want to hear how you what led to all this.
I was born in Japan.
I know you were born in Japan. Where in Japan?
Yeah. Tokyo.
Oh, you're born in Tokyo. And,
Yeah.
and
I'm supposed to be like a fifth. My mother is a 15th generation of this family. Used to work for the Tokugawa government.
oh, oh,
Very high people. Yeah.
hmm. Uh, you said she's 15th generation.
Yeah, Hiroto family.
Oh, uh,
Worked in a Tokugawa, shogun
yeah, yeah, yeah,
government. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. They ran Japan for about 250 years.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
um, and yeah, Ieyasu, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Um, and so, may I ask what year you were born?
41. So I'll be
41.
82 soon. 81.
81. Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
June.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah. Um, well, so do you remember what's your earliest memories?
war in Japan.
That's what I wondered. What did you, I
Yeah,
mean, Tokyo was not a good place to be toward the end of the war.
yeah. So yeah, we went to North
Yeah,
with my mother. My mother. Yeah.
yeah. So, but what was your path to art and to a spiritual life and to your
Basically, we practice Zen Center with Richard Baker. He's still contacting me. Yeah.
yeah,
So I told him, yeah,
yeah. I'm in touch with him too.
yeah, yeah.
um, so, but what about or when earlier when you were young?
I was a Nichiren. My family was a Nichiren Buddhist.
Which Nichiren?
Nam Myoho Renge Kyo.
Yeah, I know, but were they Nichiren Shoshu or?
Yeah, we were basically Nichiren Shosh. They had so many sects.
Yeah.
Nichiren.
Yeah.
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 We
Well,
were kind of revolutionary Nichiren.
yeah. And did you go to college?
I went to art college, very difficult, real art college
And where was that?
in Ueno.
Oh, in Ueno, in Tokyo. Yeah. Yeah, I used to go there to get the train to the airport.
That's right.
And so at some point you met John Nathan.
That's right. When I was a freshman in
When you were a
university.
freshman. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And he was at Tokyo University, right?
Yeah. So he was studying actually, my father studied, helped him to study, and he got into Tokyo University.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
You told me that John, like if he was on the phone, people couldn't tell if he was Japanese or not.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, that is amazing.
He spoke like a, Yakuza language and anything. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, and well, I want to tell you something. I was at Mayumi, his brother Bushi
Yeah.
Kuroda had a temple in Yokohama, and
right.
I was staying there one night, and I walked down to, I don't know, do some work in a little place, a little noodle shop, and I was sitting next to a guy, and so he wanted to talk, so he asked me where I was from, and I said America, and listen to this. He said, "Oh, I have an American friend." Maybe you know him. He was my roommate in college. I said, "Oh, very nice." He said, "Yeah, his name was John Nathan."
Oh my God!
Isn't that amazing? I said, "Well, yeah, I do know him."
Wow.
And was John studying filmmaking because he made those 5 films?
Yeah, he does make wonderful films. Yeah,
And
document.
And were you sort of an artistic? Did you all get married way back then?
I was freshman in college, and I got married.
Oh, really?
That was a scandal.
Oh, yeah?
In the college. Yeah.
Oh, tell me.
Because all the boys kind of. I was beautiful, when I was young. I don't look that way anymore.
You're always beautiful. You're always beautiful. Good Lord.
Then I was married to John. I said, "Fuck,"
Wow. And
yeah.
So, what sort of life did you all have
Here?
in Japan with John?
Oh, with John. It wasn't. I mean, it was a lot of famous people we meet. Mishima, really.
Yeah. So you were in sort of high art society.
Yeah.
And you were a painter, and he was a filmmaker, and he got an Emmy for one of his films. I remember.
Emmy.
Kentucky Fried Chicken in Tokyo.
That's right.
Or something. But
That's right.
His films like Farm Song and some of the others are really wonderful.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
But you weren't involved in Buddhism or anything, until you were involved in Nichiren Shoshu, but you weren't involved with any idea of Zen practice or Zazen or anything until you met Richard Baker?
That's basically true, yeah.
Wow. And that was about, good Lord, when was that? In the 70s?
When was it? Oh, my God. I think it's in 70s.
Yeah. Let's see. What I remember when, Zen Center bought Green Gulch, and then in '76, I was living with Liz and Belinas in Zen Center.
I know.
Uh,
You used to come to my house.
yeah, well, I'm more than that. Zen Center asked me, I'd been a company man for Zen Center for 10 years, and I was like,
Right.
I said, well, I need to, sort of find my own way now. And I was still
Yeah,
close
yeah.
with Dick and Zen Center, but, people would say, you left Zen Center. I'd say, no, it's what? If somebody goes to a university, if they can go somewhere else, if they left. So Zen Center bought this home next to Yvonne's in Muir
Yvonne's
Beach. And they asked
Yeah.
me to fix it up. It was in terrible shape.
Yeah, I know.
So-
She passed away, by the way. You know that, right?
Who? Oh, well, yes, of
Yvonne.
course.
Yvonne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yvonne and Bill both. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, both.
So
You're taking care. Yeah.
I spent months fixing that place up.
Yeah.
And then
The house, yeah.
Liz's parents were living in it for a little while, but then you came from Japan and you started living
Right.
there. And
Yeah, that's right.
do you still have part of that?
No, I sold that to Wendy
Oh, yeah,
D.
wow.
Johnson.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know
It's
Wendy
a
and
rock-
Peter have been living there forever.
Yeah. They wanted to live forever. And it's it does get flood. So I
Yeah.
didn't want to take care of the house. Yeah.
I know it gets flooded because I had the little cabin there.
Remember? Baba Yaga cabin. Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, I used to love to go over and visit you there. Oh, my gosh. And I'd drink all your alcohol.
I know. Cherry. Cooking cherry.
Yeah, I'd drink anything.
Oh, my-
I'd drink anything.
Yeah.
I used to say
Yeah.
I'd eat shoe polish if that's all there was. I haven't had a drink in 18 years, incidentally.
Is that right?
Yeah. No pot.
By the way, did your mom pass away?
Oh yeah, in 2013 at 98 and a half, and I was with her.
Wow.
I was
that's
with her.
unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. She was never sick.
She was wonderful. Yeah. I remember her.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I stayed with her the last few months of her life, and I'd been going and spending time. She drove right up until 6 months before she died,
Oh, my God.
and was on the opera board and was the treasurer of a women's group. But she started to lose it, and then she just
Yeah,
faded
of course.
away. She just faded away.
Yeah.
They call it failure to thrive, and. Never complained, didn't take any medicine, just faded out. It was great, very inspiring. I remember your mother and father.
Yeah, my mother was like that. But they both died in 81.
Oh, in 81.
Yeah, so it wasn't too long, They were young.
Uh-huh.
81.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They really were wonderful parents.
Oh, yeah. I met them at your place. Do you know my introduction to them, what it was? I didn't know they were inside, and you had this big picture window, and I thought it was just you in there, so I mooned you. Do you know what that means?
I remember.
And it was your parents
my
sitting there.
father.
And, Japanese are,
They-
in general, not puritanical like Americans. And they just laughed and laughed. My God.
Yeah, my father loved you.
Oh, Jesus. Horrors. I'm still embarrassed. Wow. What did they do? What did your parents do?
My father was a really very special person in National Diet Library in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
He made a kanji tenkan, the character.
Mm-hmm.
So in the computer, you can just say, certain words, you can change it. It took 25 years of 50 people working for him.
Really?
And Fuji Xerox, huge. Then computer was like a house, big building.
Yeah.
He was such a good man.
And can you explain what it was again? You said what you said he did. I mean, I heard every word you said, but I'm not sure. But
Kanji tenkan.
it
Character. Japanese has a character, right?
yeah, and it did it digitally.
Digitally, yeah.
So he digitized all the kanji.
Yeah.
With a staff of 50 and a computer as big as a house.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, then you came to America. One thing that you and I had in common was we were involved in anti-nuclear work, and
That's right.
you a lot with Kaz Tanahashi.
I see. Yeah.
You're
He's still doing it.
I know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and
He's almost 90 years old.
I think he is 90.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not almost.
89. Yeah.
89. Wow. And you all founded Plutonium Free Future.
Yeah. We're still doing it.
You're still doing it.
Yeah, I just talked to the board member, Claire Greensfelder.
Oh, yeah, I know Claire.
Yeah.
Claire and I
talked to her.
But she and I worked together on Californians for a Nuclear Freeze.
That's right. Free zone. Yeah.
We
used to demonstrate,
So what's happening? I mean, most people don't realize that nuclear weapons and nuclear waste, and poorly constructed nuclear power plants and everything, that they're a big threat right now. They think it's sort of been taken care of or something.
No, it's not. Think about Fukushima.
Yeah. What's happening there?
It's still, nothing happening. They have to keep cooling the stupidity,
And they built they built that giant cement wall so that nobody who lives there can see the ocean.
I know.
But to protect them from a tsunami.
Yeah, but it's tsunami. It is the place. The Fukushima is a big tsunami area.
It's a tsunami magnet.
Yeah.
I read there are old stones in the hills above Fukushima saying, "Don't build below this spot."
Yeah, exactly.
So what else is happening?
We just farm and,
Well, let me ask you about your art. You're well known for your goddess art. And I used to give your book Goddess, is it called Goddesses?
Yeah, Goddesses.
Yeah. I bought a whole 10 of them and gave them away. I was the person, if you write a book, what you want is somebody that does what I did, spreading the word. Wonderful book, beautiful book. Is it still available?
Ani Katra, do you remember him?
Well, of course. And he lives there in Hawaii with you.
he lives in Maui, so it's a different island.
Yeah.
He's republishing it.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah.
So he's publishing, and what's he calling the press? Is it Koa?
He used to call Co-op Press, but
Yeah.
it's not. He doesn't have a publishing house. He's just like a producer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he gets people who are interested in publishing it.
Right. Right.
He finds it.
Ernie's like now he's become like a God. What would you call it? A facilitator in publishing and
Exactly.
consultant, and he finds a home for books, and he helps people figure out how to get them edited and everything like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's a wonderful job.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So, how many books have you done?
Maybe 7, 8 books. Yeah.
All right,
quite a bit.
Do you have a website where we can go see?
Yeah, Mayumi Oda.
MayumiOda.net. And do you list all your books there?
Yeah.
Good. And we can see your art. Well, good Lord. Listen, I'll put that at the very first of this podcast, and I'll put it with the metadata. And is there anything else for you? Any other link?
Do you get my newsletter?
I do.
Okay, great.
Yeah. How can one get your newsletter? Go to the website?
Yeah.
Yeah. About what? Once a month?
Otherwise, I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically once a month. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Well,
and I did something called tarot card.
Oh yeah, you did a tarot deck.
3 years. 3 years to make it.
Wow.
It's really incredible. So it's gonna be in my letter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And is that your tarot deck? Is that something like people will be able to buy on Amazon or something?
Yeah.
Is it available yet?
By the time we have a show in Tibet House in October, they try to do it. By then.
You're having a show in Tibet House in New York City, Bob Neva Thurman's place?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Bob wrote introduction for my book. Because Bob and John Nathan were, college mates. And they used to do Shakespeare actors. They used to do Shakespeare acting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where? What college?
Harvard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, because then, Nina, his wife, and I took care of the baby together, traded our baby, stuff.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Huh.
Nina was a close friend of mine. She's a beautiful Scandinavian woman then. Now she's a first lady, but,
Yeah, Bob is very, very active. I just get stuff from him all the time.
He's still doing amazing things. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very political too.
Yeah.
And he's probably the most articulate spokesperson for Buddhism.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he really has a way with words. Quite interesting. Yeah. Wow. Well, that's something. Well, is there anything we've missed here? I know there is. I mean, you
didn't miss anything.
Yeah. Well, Mayumi, I appreciate your talking with me today. You're at 4 p.m. yesterday.
I know.
You're at 4 p.m. on Saturday, and I'm well, that's when we started, and I'm at 10 a.m. on
in the morning, right?
On Sunday, 10:36 a.m. now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
Well, I look forward to Requiem for G. Say hello to Zach.
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
someday we'll be able to come help in your farm there.
Garden. Body must be really nice. Yeah.
I avoided working in the garden. Uh, like
Right.
I've been director of both Tassara and Green Gulch, and I would help in the garden when the gardener needed somebody, but
Right, right.
only if they really, And then sometimes we had to all go out at Green Gulch, and I'd do it. And I've been around all these wonderful gardens and farms, and Wendy Johnson and I think Suki Parmalee's done a lot at Green
Yeah,
Gulch too, and Alan Chadwick. I met him in
right, right. Yeah.
'67, and but
Amazing time, isn't it?
huh?
Was a really amazing time.
Yes.
You know who came here for 1 week last week was Emila Hera.
Oh, wow, Emily Heller. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
She, I think Vanya gave her ordaining.
Gave her what?
Ordained.
Oh, Vanya ordained Emily,
Yeah.
his ex-wife. Or I don't know if they were married, but
Yeah.
they were together a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. I've spent time with Vanya in Switzerland.
I'm sure.
Wow, what a
Smoking and dope.
yeah. Actually, Richard Baker and I went from Johanneshof to meet Vanya in Luzerne, and then Vanya drove us to Felsentor, his place up in the Alps above Lake Lucerne. And I had already been there a couple of times, but Richard never been there. And so we spent some time there. And then they said, well, it's time to go. And I said, I'm staying. So I said goodbye. So I stayed a couple of days. But then I came down. I had a friend pick me up. And then we got together with Richard, and he was staying in Vanya's apartment. Yeah, I love it there. I love it there. But I can't be in Switzerland unless I'm with friends who I'm staying with. It's the most expensive place. Good Lord.
It is, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 50 times more expensive than here or something.
That's true.
Yeah. So
you do great work, in Bali.
Yeah, well, I can concentrate on work here. That's something, you hear somebody's living in Bali, and I think, well, what's the benefit of it? Don't need a car, walk a lot, swim, and work. Can really concentrate, very simple life. And with connectivity these days, I'm in constant contact with my sons, and
oh, how is he doing?
well, there's Kelly. You know Kelly, the older one. God, he's doing great. He has a thriving tree trimming business in Spokane.
That's right.
I mean,
he came here.
he.
Kelly came here.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, he did. And he talked about you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Right, I remember.
So, remember 2 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, right.
So Zach was really happy to see Carrie.
Oh yeah. Oh right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. He's wow. He's really very active, doing a lot of interesting things. I will not get into it. Well, do you have any grandchildren?
I have only one grandchild.
From Zach?
Actually, from Jeremiah.
Oh, from G. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Named Sarai. And it was her 12 years old, May 5th was her birthday.
Ah, and where does she live?
She lives in a very weird place, in not the Dakota, but it's somewhere near there.
Oh, my God. Wow.
But it's a ski resort.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. Kelly could probably get there in a few hours
Yeah, yeah.
from Spokane. Well, that's neat. Well, Mayumi, thank you very much.
Okay,
And
David, love to talk to you.
yeah, I love to talk to you, and I hope we get to see each other. If you get over
Right.
here, let me know.
Before we die.
Oh, well, that won't happen. That's a fantasy. I don't believe that. Yeah. Well, you take care, dear, and it was really, really good speaking with you.
You too, yeah. That's all I think it's my duty to take care of myself.
Yeah. Well, you're doing a good job. Yeah.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Love you.
Love you too.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. So thanks a lot, Mayumi. Very impressive. Carry on. Continue inspiring us with beauty and wisdom. This has been a Cuke Audio podcast. I'm DC, Poobah of Cuke Audio and Cuke Archives, coming to you from sleepy Sonora with Dogga Bandita, feline Cuchita, and dear lovely Katrinka. And we're wishing you and yours and all of us a grand awakening.